My opinion is bodybuilding is not a real sport. Sorry, but that's just my opinion. The reason I say that is in real sports, you're competing. You actually have control over what's happening in the game. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you're on stage competing, you have no control over what's happening. You have nothing to do with winning or losing. It's subjective. It's people's opinion. So it's people sitting down deciding whether you look good or you don't look good. It doesn't have anything to do with you or what you've done or what you can do. There's nothing you can do except stand there, and other people are giving their opinion of you. Now, everyone has a different opinion. If I was sitting in the audience, I might say, this guy looks great. Another person might say, no, that guy looks great. So who's the winner? It's whoever the judges thinks looks great. So you have no control over the outcome. Now, sports, wrestling, football, basketball, MMA, you have control whether you win or lose. You have control over the deciding factor of who is the winner, who is the loser. If I'm boxing and I knock this motherfucker out, I'm the winner. If we're playing football and our team is losing by 7 points, guess what? We can make a touchdown and tie the game up. We can make a field goal and win. We have control. We have control over what's happening. We can win. In bodybuilding, you don't have that control. There's nothing you can do. It's all about this person's opinion. Everybody has different opinions. If I was going to judge a bikini contest, obviously, I'm going to choose the girl that I think looks the best. Okay? Blonde, brunette, big butt, little butt, big tits, small tits. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pick the one I think looks the best. The guy next to me, I might pick a blonde, he might pick a brunette. You know what I mean? I might pick the big ass, he might pick the big tits. We all have different opinions. So when you compete and you don't win, does that mean that you didn't deserve to win? No, that doesn't mean that at all, because you have no control. You might have achieved the physique that you want. You might have achieved exactly what you have tried to achieve, and you, in your eyes, you think you look perfect. You would not change a thing. The guy that beats you, you might look at and go, holy shit, he looks like shit. I would never want to look like that. It doesn't matter. It matters what those 10 people decide. Their deciding factor. They choose who's going to win and who's not going to win. So you have no control. So that's why I have to say I don't feel bodybuilding is a true sport. And that's what drove me crazy when I was competing, is that there's nothing I can do to win. I have no control. It's over these people's opinion. It's whatever they think. And is that fair? No, it's not fair. Because, you know, again, like when I'm judging a bikini contest, if I like blondes and I like big asses, I'm going to pick the girl that's blonde and has a big ass, period. That's what I'm going to choose. That's what I like. You know, everyone has different, what they think looks good. You know, I like small waist, wide shoulders, and not the biggest legs in the world. This other guy might think that, you know, he likes something different. He likes blocky. You know, he thinks the big blocky, 290-pound bodybuilder looks the best. I don't. I'm more about aesthetics and symmetry and, the 80s, the 70s and 80s bodybuilding. I think that's what I would pick. I would pick the guy with the small waist and perfect symmetry. Now, someone else might pick the mass monster. So it's not a sport. You have no control. There's nothing you can do. You just stand there and wait to see what these 10 people think, what their opinion is. And you know what? Who gives a fuck about these 10 people? Are these 10 people that we should try to impress, that we want to look as good as we can for them? No. I don't really give a fuck what they think about my physique. They're not people that I would ever ask what they think about my physique. I'm not talking shit. I'm just being honest. Now, we're trying to acquire what we want to acquire. So I hate to say it, but I feel like bodybuilding is definitely not a sport. Now, when we work out in the gym, that part of it is a sport. We are fucking killing it. We're fucking destroying things. We're lifting heavy weight. We're causing pain. We're going through the pain barrier. Our muscles are burning, and we're pushing ourselves way beyond failure. We're doing things that other people couldn't dream of doing, and their training is a sport. I see it as a sport. Now, as far as competitive, powerlifting is a sport because if you lift the weight, you win. Whoever lifts the heaviest weight is the winner. So you have control. If the guy lifts 500 pounds and you lift 490, well, you get a second attempt. You can lift 505 and beat him. So you have a chance. Bodybuilding, you don't have a chance. There's nothing you can do. You just stand there and wait to see what people think about you. So, there's nothing that can be done to change it. That's the way it is. But people always argue back and forth, is bodybuilding a real sport? And by saying, no, it's not a real sport, that doesn't take anything away from it. It's still an awesome thing to watch. It's an awesome thing to be a part of. And I think bodybuilding's great. And I've been involved in it for, 40 years. And I think it's incredible, and I'll always be involved. But truly, it's not a sport.